Well, good morning everyone. It's great to see you. This week, as we think about Advent and preparing for Jesus, we're going to hear about someone called John the Baptist. But before we do that, I'm going to ask you a question, and you can maybe pause the video and see how many answers that you come up with. And here's a question I'd like you to think about. If you were going to have a new baby join your family, what are the things that you would do to prepare for that baby joining your house? What are things that you might want to buy for the baby? So pause the video and let's see how many answers you can come up with, and we'll see if they match some of the ones that I thought about too. Well, when we adopted our wee boy just before his first birthday, we had a month between getting told that he was coming and that we were going to be his parents and him actually moving in. So we just had a few weeks to get everything ready. I wonder if any of you mentioned getting a room ready for a baby. We're actually recording this in his room just now. We rushed out and we got wallpaper and paint. We got new curtains. We got a new carpet. We had to buy and build wardrobes, chest of drawers and a cot for his room. And we also got lots of other things. I wonder if you mentioned a pram for a new baby. Well, he got one of those, and he got car seats as well. We also got him lots of new clothes, even though we weren't too sure what size he was. He needed lots and lots of nappies, and there were dummies, toys, baby food, and lots and lots and lots of other things too. So well done if you mentioned some of these answers, and if you came up with some stuff that popped out my head as well. If a baby's joining a family, there are lots and lots of preparations to make. This season of Advent is the time before Christmas when we think about the coming of the baby Jesus. What plans did God make for Jesus? Well, here are some of the things that God did to prepare for Jesus arriving in our world. He chose the right family. Matthew tells us that Jesus was a descendant of David, and we heard last week that Joseph was the great lots of greats grandson of King David, one of the greatest kings of Israel. And for many years people had been expecting someone very special to come. The Messiah was a special name for him, and they knew that this Messiah would be a member of David's family. God also arranged and prepared for Jesus to be born in the right place. 700 years before Jesus was born, the prophet Micah had said the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem. Bethlehem had been King David's hometown. God also prepared for the right person to announce the news. And in fact, we're going to read about him shortly. His name was John the Baptist, and his job, as we're going to find out, was to get people ready and to tell them about Jesus. God also arranged for the shepherds and the wise men to be people who could say that they had seen Jesus being born in the stable, and could say that this story was true, that they had seen it with their own eyes. And God also made sure that Jesus was born at the right time. He was born during the Roman Empire, and the Romans were great at making sure that there was peace in the lands that they ruled, and they built lots and lots of roads in the places that they ran as well, and that meant that people could travel about quickly and that news spread quickly as well. And the good news about Jesus went on to spread quickly because he was born at the right time, when there was good communication and good transport and lots of people could hear the news. All these preparations took a long time. David was king almost 1,000 years before Jesus was born. For the Jewish people, it must have seemed as though the Messiah would never come. 9 months can be a long time for a mum to wait when she's expecting a baby. But it's an exciting time too, just like the weeks leading up to Christmas. It was a long wait for the Messiah, but it was exciting for those who recognised him when he did come. We're going to read the next bit of our Advent story from our Jesus Storybook Bible, and this story today is about John the Baptist. About the same time Jesus was born, another baby was born a few months earlier. His name was John, and God had a special job for him. John was going to get everyone ready for Jesus. When John grew up, and well, to tell you the truth, he was a bit unusual. He lived in the desert. He wore itchy, scratchy outfits made of camel hair. He had a big, bushy beard and long, scraggly hair. And here is the oddest thing of all. He only ate locusts, short for big, creepy, crunchy grasshoppers, which he dipped in honey, probably to disguise the taste. But God sent John to tell people something important. Stop running away from God and run to him instead, John said. You need to be rescued. I have good news. The rescuer is coming. Make your hearts ready for him. Yes, get ready, because your king is coming back for you. Huge crowds listened to John. They were sorry they had sinned, and they wanted to stop running away from God. They wanted to be rescued. So John baptized them, which means he plunged them in and out of the water. It showed they wanted to follow God and begin a new life. Next week we're going to hear another part of our Advent story. Until then, I hope you have a great week, and I hope you enjoy preparing for Christmas. It's an exciting time, Advent, isn't it? Cheerio.
What can you see? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Could this be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Could this be the Christmas teddy bear? Or could this be the Christmas teddy bear? Or could this be the ugly duckling who turned into a beautiful swan? Oh, I wonder where Maximus might be. I wonder if he's hiding under the settee. No, he's not. No, he's not. There's a dog in my chair, but it's but a pillow. I wonder where Maximus might be. Can you tell where Maximus is? Can he be hiding over here? Is he on the calendar where we might see a little bit of ice and snow? He's not even there. Where can he be? Where can Maximus be? Here is a photo that goes to the past where Mr. Murning was in this class. Where can Maximus be? Is he way back in this picture? Can you see? Or else is he somewhere else that you see? Where can Maximus be?